keto people, it's Carolyn from All Day I Dream About Food, and today I'm going to show you how to make keto banana bread. Now, before you panic and start calling those keto police, let me assure you that there are no real bananas in this banana bread. That's right, my friends, it's banana-free banana bread. Sounds a little crazy, right? How do you make banana bread without bananas? Well, I'm going to show you a couple of tricks that get you both the flavor and the texture of real banana bread. So one of my little tricks is using chia seed. If you've ever worked with chia, you know that when you combine it with water, it creates almost a gel-like substance. And that is how I mimic the texture of mashed bananas. So we're going to take a 1/4 cup of the chia seed and we're going to grind it up in a coffee grinder. And we're going to take our ground chia and pour it into a bowl. And we're going to add about 2/3 cup of water. And we're just going to stir these together and let it sit while we're putting together the rest of the bread. Now we're going to whisk together the rest of our dry ingredients. So here I have 1 3/4 cup almond flour, 2/3 cup of swerve sweetener, 1/3 cup whey protein powder. This is unflavored and it helps it rise and hold its shape better. 1/4 cup of coconut flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and about 1/4 teaspoon salt. And we're going to whisk these together. And now we're going to start adding our wet ingredients. So first we're going to add 3 large eggs. And we've got 1/2 cup of melted butter. And before you start whisking those together, you're going to check your chia paste. And you can see here that it's become completely gloppy and gelatinous, and that's exactly what you want. If it's super thick, you can add a little more water, but this should mix in nicely. And we'll break that up and whisk it all together. So you can see here that our mixture is really thick, and you don't want it quite that thick, so you're going to add some additional liquid. I'm going to put in about 1/2 cup of water to thin it out. How much you need will depend a little on how gelatinous your chia seeds were. Just keep mixing until it thins out a little. And that's looking quite a bit better. It's not exactly pourable, but it's scoopable and I can get it into my pan. Now this is where we put in some banana flavor. I have some pure banana extract. This one is from Olive Nation. There are a couple of good brands. You can also use imitation banana extract if you want. And depending on how strong the banana extract is, you can add a teaspoon to 1.5 teaspoons. And I'm gonna do a little more because my kids really love that banana flavor. And then to round it out a little, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is where you can have a little fun with your banana bread. You can add something like chocolate chips or chopped nuts or some shredded coconut, whatever you like in your banana bread. For my children's sake, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of chocolate chips because they love that banana chocolate combo. And I always like to save just a few chocolate chips for the top so they're nice and visible. So we'll stir those in. So I have my loaf pan all nicely greased up, and this is an 8x4 loaf pan. You can also use 9x5, but because your batter will be more shallow, your bread will bake a little more quickly. So we'll just transfer our batter into the prepared loaf pan. And once you've got it all in there, you just want to spread it and smooth it and get it all even in the pan. And finally, I'm going to sprinkle the top with my last bit of chocolate chips. And now our banana-free banana bread is ready for the oven, and we're going to put it in at 350 for anywhere between 60 to 75 minutes. Once it's golden brown and a tester inserted in the center comes out clean, you know it's ready. So I just took the banana bread out of the oven, and you can see here it's a beautiful golden brown. It looks like banana bread, it smells like banana bread, and I can assure you it's going to taste like banana bread. You do need to let it cool for about an hour before you dig in because keto baked goods tend to be pretty fragile when they're still warm. But one good thing to do is after it's cooled for like 20 minutes, you want to run a sharp knife around the sides to loosen it before it's completely cool. That way you can get your banana bread out a little more easily. I can't wait to dig into this one, guys. It smells so good, and with a smear of butter, it's the perfect keto breakfast or snack. For this easy keto recipe and so many more, please check out alldayidreamaboutfood.com.